It's come to my attention that the Knicks fans are getting a little carried away with themselves after they won the chip. Why do I see Knicks fans saying that the 2026 Knicks could beat the 2016 Cavs, yo? What's going on? I ain't gonna lie, I saw that and it prompted me to say I might as well make a top 10 list. Top 10 where I'm ranking the last 10 NBA championship teams. Going all the way back to the 2016 Cavs. Because I saw that, I said, yeah, I might as well make a list at this point. We saying anything. This was one of the most difficult lists I've had to make. Like, honestly, I didn't realize how close these past championship teams really were. Like, they were really close. So if you got a problem with the list, it was hard, man. It was hard. It was difficult to make the list. Anyways, coming in at number 10 is the 2022 Warriors. Like, this was pretty easy for me. They're easily the worst team here. Like, you just look at their roster, bro. It's just not, it's not the same. Look at their comp too, bro. They're not beating any of the other teams that won a chip. It's just simple as that. Like, they don't got KD no more. Like, they went on a good run. They had a good run. The Celtics, the 2022 Celtics were clearly better than them. They just weren't ready yet at the time. It was what it was. I'm saying, but they got Jordan Poole starting shooting crazy shots and stuff like that. Steph, Clay, Dre, Wiggins was hooping, but nah, this is the worst team easily. Number 9 on the list is the 2026 New York Knicks. I know they're going to be mad at me, but bro, all that comeback fourth quarter stuff, oh, we got the best story, we're the team of destiny, nobody's better than Brunson, so it's time to be better than Brunson. Bro, all that stuff, that don't work no more. That don't work when you playing other championship level teams. That stuff they was doing against the Spurs, where they got off to a terrible start literally every single game. They were down like 15 plus points every single game. That's not gonna work, bro. Brunson shooting 5 for 18, 5 for 16, stuff like that. That's not gonna work. You're not coming back against other championship level teams. You can do that against the Spurs. You can do that against the Cavs with Harden and Mitchell. Come on, bro. You're not doing that against other teams. Coming in at number 8 on the list, the 2023 Denver Nuggets. This was hard for me. I didn't know whether to put them here. I could have slotted them 9. Like I said, a lot of these teams are close. They're really close to the Knicks. They're really close to 8 on the list. No, they're close to 7 on the list. They're really close. But for me personally, I couldn't put them any higher than 7 on the list. I got them at 8, but they're a really good team. Jokic, they had all the shooters. They had the great role players around them. This is a deep team for sure. The other teams, in my opinion, are just better. Like, I'm looking at what they did in the prior years before when they were healthy. Like how they lost to the Lakers in 2020 with a similar team. They got 4-1. I'm looking at the years after this. Like, they didn't really do anything. Even though they got worse after this year, don't get me wrong. But I'm looking at context clues, and I'm looking at what they did before and what they did after. It's just not really moving me. They only have, 53 wins in the year as well. Like, it's not moving me. Their comp wasn't good either. They played the Heat. They played the Suns. It was literally just KD and D Book with some role players. Like, who they play in the conference finals? I can't even remember. Like, the comp just wasn't really there. And, they put the Lakers. They had the 7th seed Lakers. I mean, they were decent. They were decent. Yeah, it's not moving the needle for me. Anyways, number 7 on the list, 2025 OKC Thunder. Mind you, for me, this was difficult for me because at the point in time when they were during their run, I was calling them one of the best teams I've ever seen in my life. I had never seen the team with that much defense on it before. Like, their defense was crazy to me, so I was putting them high in the rankings. But then as I watched them more and more, and my opinion has changed on them, it was really SGA. Like, if their role players weren't hitting shots, then they were very, very beatable. And that's why teams like the Pacers could take them to 7 games, because Caruso, the Dorts, the Case and Wallaces, and all them role players, if they not hitting their shots, the J-Dubs even, bro. If they not hitting, they're so beatable. Chad. Like, that's what it was. Their offense was too inconsistent for me to put them any higher than number 7 on the list. Number 6 on the list is the final team in the bottom half. Gotta go to the 2020 Bubble Lakers. This team is a great final team. For me, they were clearly above the other 4 teams on the bottom, that's under them. The 2020 Bubble Lakers were clearly above the other 4 teams that I mentioned so far. And the question was, do they go any higher than 6 on the list? I was thinking about putting them as high as 4 on the list. But I just, looking at their comp, looking at their roster, I couldn't put them any higher than 6. Their roster just doesn't look that good to me. Like, they were dominating, like, what they were going up against at the time, but, like, look at the teams they played. They played a trash Damian Lillard Blazers team. Damian Lillard was going crazy, but the team, other than Dame, was trash. They played the Russ and Harden Rockets with PJ Tucker at center. Mind you, they had, like, 3 bigs. They had AD, they had Dwight, they had JaVale. That, like, come on, bro. PJ Tucker at center is not, they're not going to be able to do nothing against that. So, that team wasn't even that good either to me. And then they played the 2020 bubble Nuggets, which was actually a really good team, which they got out of there in 5. That to me moves the needle the most. Them getting that 2020 Nuggets team out of there in 5 games, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. But then they played the Heat in the finals. It's like, well, beat them in 6. So I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard. They're so close to 5 and 4. 4 through 6 on the list are so close that I wouldn't mind them being as high as 4 on the list. But anyways, number 5 on the list, we're getting to the top 5 past 10 champions. Number 5 on the list is the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks. Now, this team was also hard to rank because their comp wasn't great either. They played, who did they play in the first round? I don't even remember who they played in the first round. Then they took the Nets to 7. It took them 7 games to beat the 2021 Nets. Mind you, in that year, Kyrie gets hurt and James Harden is playing through an injury. But the difference is KD had some of the most legendary performances in playoffs, like in recent playoff memory. So like, it's hard to get a team out of there when their best player is playing at such a high level like that. It is hard. So I give them some slack on that, even if it took them 7 games. Then they played the Hawks, which was like, it was like whatever. Trae Young was dealing with like some injuries, stuff like that. Like, that's kind of like whatever as well. And then they played the Suns. That Suns team was really good. 2021 Suns, that's a really good roster. That's a really good squad they beat. And man, the addition of Jrue Holiday to this 2021 Bucks roster really took them over the edge for me. Because you had to think, here's what put them at 5 for me. They were already 60-win quality teams. They just couldn't put together in the playoffs. They weren't a great like playoff team. But once they got Jrue, they got even better for the playoffs. That I can't put them lower than 5 on the list when they were that good and got better. I feel like they're beating all the teams under them. Like, you gotta think. I think they're beating OKC. I think they're beating the Nuggets, the Knicks, and the Warriors. I think they're beating all those teams. The Lakers vs Bucks, that would be a good 7-game series right there. But I'm giving the Bucks a slight edge because they had the perfect team around Giannis, man. They really did. And their defense was crazy. I was thinking about putting them 4 too. I told you 6 through 4 are really close. But anyways, the number 4 spot, I had to give it to the 2019 Raptors. This team is one of the most deep teams I've ever seen in my life. One of the most deep teams in NBA history. Mind you, OG Anunoby didn't even play. He was hurt. He didn't play. And their team was just, like, they had so much depth on the team. They had Kyle Lowry. Raptors 2019 Kawhi Leonard, you know what type of time he was on. They had Pascal, second option Pascal. This is when he started hooping. They had Marc Gasol, Danny Green. Off the bench, they had Serge Ibaka, Fred VanVleet, like Norman Powell. This roster was crazy. Like, and again, I'm telling you, OG didn't play. They had so many guys that on the roster that's just, man, their defense was crazy. Everybody played D. Literally everybody played D except Fred, but Fred was so clutch, it didn't even matter. They got and then you look at their comp. This is what put them at 4 for me. They're proven. Like, I know they're gonna get it done. They played the 2018-19 Sixers, who had Joel, Ben, Jimmy, Tobias, and Redick. They beat them. Then they go on to play the 2019 Bucks, who had like 60 wins on the year. Giannis and them beat them. Then they go on to play the Warriors, who were kind of hurt, but they got them up out of there too. That team, that's a good run right there, man. That's why they're at 4 for me. The top 3 was the easiest part of the list for me. It was pretty set in stone, I'm not gonna lie. At number 3, I got the 2024 Boston Celtics. This team was crazy. This team was so crazy. Us, us trading Marcus Smart for Jrue, and then getting Porzingis on top of it. We were almost unbeatable at like that year. We were so good. We didn't even need Porzingis. We really didn't need Porzingis throughout half the games because like we were just that good. He's over here dealing with injuries and stuff like that, and then come back. He'll come back off an injury and just drop like 20 something in like 3 quarters on an amazing efficiency, get like 3 blocks. Like, bro, the way we were shooting the pill that year, dog, with that type of team, yeah, man, I was low-key thinking about putting them a little higher too, but I can't put them over 2 and 1 on the list. I just can't. Because number 2 is the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. They beat a 73-win team. I mean, like, bro, game 5 of the finals, this dude, Kyrie and Bron, both had 41 points. Kyrie, I don't know the exact efficiency shot, but he missed, like, what, like 8 shots on and had 41 points. Like, bro, so you don't even see that. That's not regular. That's not normal, bro. The stuff he was doing in that finals. That combination of Kyrie and Bron, the way they was hooping, bro, no team below this is beating that Cavs team. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are Knicks fans, I'm really confused. Like, why are Knicks fans saying they could beat the 2016 Cavs? They're delusional. Who's guarding Bron? Who's guarding Kyrie? Brunson's in the corner. He gets hidden. Kyrie don't get hidden like that. He played D too. They got JR. They got Iman who's playing D. They got K Love still. They got Tristan Thompson, Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson. Like, they got bulls. They got bulls. They all they gotta do is play their role. Bron and Kyrie gonna do the rest. Yo, you can't. Yo, Brunson can't shoot the way he was doing against the Spurs and beat that Cavs team. You can't do that, bro. You saw what happened when Steph shot back. No, that joint don't work, bro. That joint don't work, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, bro. That Cavs team get them up better than 5. But there's only one team that's like clearly number 1. No point in like really talking about it. The 2017 and 2018 Warriors teams that won the chip, they're clearly number 1. I mean, like, they won 73 games and added the second best player in the league to the roster. Like, I mean, it's as simple as that. Like, they literally, the team formed and nobody had the hope for the season. They're like, well, you might as well give them the chip now. Never seen that before for any other team. Literally just them. So, yeah. Anyways, to recap the list, at 10, it was the 2022 Warriors. At number 9, it was the 2026 Knicks. Number 8, it was the 2023 Nuggets. Number 7, it was the 2025 OKC Thunder. At number 6, it was the 2020 Bubble Lakers. At number 5, it was the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks. At number 4 is the 2019 Toronto Raptors. At number 3, it was the 2024 Boston Celtics. At number 2, it was the 2016 Cavs. And at number 1 on the list is the 2017 through 18 Golden State Warriors. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, lock in me to stay up the journey, and I will catch y'all in the next one.